Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode reaction of Haikyuu. Today we are on Season 4, Episode 2. We are here at the training camp with Hinata and Suki, as well as Coach Washijo. I finally remembered his name. I finally cared to learn it. Washijo is here, and he is taking out all his insecurities and frustrations out on Hinata because he sees himself in Hinata, and now he wants to break his spirit. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not even trying to be biased here, but I really do think Hinata is doing what he should be doing in his situation. He really is putting himself into a situation where he wasn't invited, which is, you know, a little bit inconsiderate, a little bit disrespectful, but I think Hinata is doing the right things to take him to greater heights. And I'm not sure if Washijo wants to help him or hurt him. I'm leaning towards hurt him considering everything he's like said and thought so far, but I mean, Hinata just came in here with like a be better by any means necessary mindset. His raw ambition is really hard to root against. The one thing I would probably tell him is to be patient, because I know Hinata is not exactly a patient person. He's probably going to insert himself into all these training drills and all that stuff when he doesn't obviously belong, if he really is just like a ball boy. I don't know if they're going to let him practice with them, but if they don't, I would tell Hinata, be patient and probably focus on watching, because really Hinata can learn so much by watching and just thinking and slowing down a little bit sometimes. That I hope he does that. I'm a little bit concerned about that because, like I said, I know that's not exactly his character. I do want to take a quick second to talk a little bit about Washijo, because I've said before I don't really like him, and that's because of how he acts and thinks and stuff, and there's some real, like I said, big insecurities and frustrations and all of that he has because he sees Hinata in himself. But I don't really think I'm going to change that. The only thing is, I think there is one way that I came up with that Washijo could really win me over. That's if Washijo fills the role as a mentor or a coach or a teacher to Hinata that Washijo wishes he had when he was a kid. At some point, I want him to accept the fact that he realizes he's insecure and that he's taking it out on Hinata. Basically, he's venting his frustrations on him. I hope he realizes that, and I hope he overcomes basically the pettiness with it and says like, listen, there are things I wish I knew when I was your age, when I was in your position, and I'm going to teach them to you so that way I can maybe fulfill a little bit of the regrets that I have from being a player myself. I can do the next best thing and basically help the little me do better, even though Hinata is clearly already better. I don't know. I think that would really win me over, and I would like his character a whole lot more if that comes through that level of development, but quite frankly, I'm not holding out hopes because Washijo so far hasn't really indicated any sort of ideas like that. The only thing positive we've really gotten from him is his overall mindset that like simple strength is the best thing, and maybe he can incorporate that into his teaching a little bit, and maybe I would like that more. But yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at with him. I just wanted to keep you updated because I don't want to ever seem like I'm just hating on a character just because, or like, oh, this character's mean, I don't like him. I'm not usually like that. In fact, I usually like mean characters a little bit. I like Suki ever since the beginning, you know? I liked Oikawa. I like those type of characters, okay? I'm not just blind hating is what I'm saying. I do want him to be an overall positive impact on the plot, and especially on Hinata, since he's so inclined to insert himself into his life and into his volleyball career, that I hope he ends up being a positive influence and not just a negative one. With all that being said, if you want to watch the next episode's reactions right now, they are over on my Patreon. Season 4, Episode 3 is available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, shown right over here, are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion go along with each and every video. You can also go follow me over on my socials, such as my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Kick. The links, of course, are in the description. Let's jump into the episode. We do know a lot of these other guys too. I'm excited to get more on them. You really just can't hate on ambitions of doing what you think is right. Come on, coach. I'm having faith in you. All right. Hey, you know what? That's a good entry. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of these guys already know who you are anyway because they played against you and lost. So they're not going to underestimate you. That's what I think is really interesting about this. I don't know how it's not that I don't know how I feel about it. It's that I think it's an interesting move to have a lot of the characters that we see at this ball camp, people that like are not strangers to Hinata. If all these people were complete randoms, you know, people that have never played against Karasuno, they would just look at this guy and think like, you know, short little twerp, in over his head, not really anything to worry about. They wouldn't think too much of him. But the fact that all of these guys know just how good Hinata is, even if it's only in like narrow aspects, like the quick and the jumping and just other certain things that they've done, it's really hard to deny that like this guy, I don't know, it just could bring about some interesting dynamics with the other players. It may not be so much like picking on, they might actually have a bit of respect. Episode 2, Lost. That must be Hinata on the court when he's not able to play. So I wonder if we're gonna get this alongside of Hinata Suki, and then maybe another one for Kageyama. Everybody's kind of split up training. I don't know if we know who that guy in the blue is from. There's the tall guy. Good to see him again. I was saying that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Looks like I'm onto something there. I like him. I don't remember his name, but I like him. A lot of energy for a ball boy. Yeah, he's a little bit iconic, right? Like, he's kind of famous, low-key. Okay. Hey, he's not the only one here in that position. I like that. Maybe he had other people come in so he didn't feel left out. Is that what that look was for? I'm really just reaching and hoping for the best with him. Yeah, he's nuts. I mean, you'd think, if anything, Washijo would resent people like him more. People born with everything. Skill and strength and height. Okay, listen. I'm going to reserve all my judgment, and I'm going to try not to react initially. I'm going to try and read between the lines with everything he tells him. Like that little scene right there, maybe he's trying to get Hinata to focus on something more important or to learn a lesson here, or maybe he's just being petty. Like I feel both ways about it, so I'm gonna try my best to be on his side. That's kind of what I do for every character anyway. He's new as well, isn't he? I don't really remember. It's been over 3 seasons now. He seems to be getting taller. Yeah, just realized that. Okay, I understand how Washijo thinks now about the height. I take back what I said about him wanting to resent the 2-meter guy. It's really just because, like, at the end of the day, he has attributed why he's such a failure in his own career to, oh, I just didn't have those natural advantages, so therefore the people with natural advantages should be the ones on top because that justifies why I didn't succeed. I get it now. So I take back what I said. Sorry, I just had to clarify. Be faster. Keep your eye on the ball. That is the question. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. They've been awfully quiet with the internal monologues with him this season. He's watching. That's the point of the shot. He's watching. Good. That's what you need to do. For now. Also, don't forget your relationship with Kageyama and him. He's gotta have something. Because Kageyama is not easy to work with. Yeah, the hierarchy is a little bit different here. This is a little bit more official. the more into your years you get with stuff, like the more high level you get whenever you're competing at really anything, the more arduous the path is going to be. Because, for example, let me put it this way. Let me phrase it in a way everybody gets. It's really easy to go from level 0 to like level 10. Whenever you're at like level 80, getting level 90, it's not the same as like the first 10 levels, right? It takes a lot more. It's like that with a lot of skills. Once you get to an adept level, let's say, it's really hard to get from adept to expert, or from like expert to professional, or however you consider the class and systems. It's always easier to learn a lot more at the start. So now he's sitting here and he's realizing that things aren't exactly the same. I don't even get to practice now. Everybody is here and everybody wants to make sure this time is very useful, very valuable, very efficient. I can't be getting in their way, and I'm starting to realize my whole place in this whole thing, you know? At least that's what I'm getting from this so far. And he's recalling how everybody's been getting a lot better. The steps to climb are getting steep. And everybody's moving on the steps. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He might feel that he's reached a limit. He's gonna... okay, never mind. Never mind. Suki was thinking up these roasts the entire day. Just saying. He rehearsed this in his head. It won't change the fact that he's short? Okay. Not quite that shallow. Hey! He's reading advertisements. What a weirdo. I don't know why I always have to say this, but I enjoy the shots of them wearing like casual clothing rather than just like jerseys and stuff. It's always really cool to see like a little bit insight into their personal style and choices. Just reveals a little bit more about their character that makes them a little more charming. And also they just usually look cooler. That's why nobody really knows how to respond, because like everybody gets it. It's really important to see it through. Oh, is that speaking from experience? What's that? Why is that so ominous? Oh no. The execution chamber. Why is this so intimidating? That's what I mean, it's just that silent fury of a teacher, of a really nice person as well. It's scary. Oh no. I think Daichi will get it though. Okay, maybe not. I mean, okay, yes, that as well. Wait, what did Suga say? Good going. I think this is the yin and yang. They totally both feel this way. Guys, I like this art style more, I think. I don't know why, it makes the like expressions just feel more fun. But like, I don't know, their emotions are a little bit more readable now. Right back into it. I just love how he's able to match everybody's energy so well, so efficiently. And I do think it's fun. It just shows the level of character that all of them react in a different way. I really appreciate that he wasn't just like getting yelled at by everybody. I wonder if he's worried about what Ukai said. Like, why did he say it like that? Or maybe he was just saying that so he focuses? You know, if he's like running behind the out zone and like catching them or like stopping them whenever they go out. That might just train his reaction speed a little bit more, like make him focus a little bit more on the ball, kind of like what he said earlier. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really trying to like see the best in this. Try not to miss it. Yeah, this is totally what this is. Look at how into it he is. He's already focusing. The one thing he couldn't do was come here, do his job, and just daydream the whole time. And not learn anything. Oh, look who it is. Alright. I don't have to be hostile toward them now because they're no longer competition. Not directly, anyway. Wow. Yeah, it's not really that fair, is it? Yeah, he's gonna be really jealous. Damn. Okay, I want to say one thing that came to my mind real quick that I've just been like stirring with the past minute or so. I'm really interested if Ushijima, his interaction with Hinata on a more personal basis, now that they're not like officially in a game against each other. I wonder if Ushijima's whatever he says or does for Hinata will change how Washijo feels. He'll see like, oh, someone as strong and talented as Ushiwaka is actually giving Hinata attention or praise or whatever. It could influence how he feels as well, you know, because I don't think that's anything he ever had when he was growing up. Then again, I don't think he earned it. He quit. He gave up. Hell yeah, he's like, yeah, let's go. Damn. Not cool, dude. Totally ruining the moment. Oh yeah, he doesn't know that he's a ball boy yet. A little bit embarrassing. He's gonna sneak into the game so he doesn't look like he's a ball boy. Don't do it, Hinata. Don't do it. You're gonna have to come clean and say it. Yeah, I know he's gonna laugh, but I think he's gonna like that. You're asking a good question, but you're phrasing it a little bit sharply. Almost sounds kind of like an insult, but I don't think he meant it as an insult. Jesus. Poor Tanaka. I wonder how Yamaguchi feels being the only first year here. Everybody else went somewhere else to get better. Wouldn't it be cool if Yamaguchi took like a bit of an initiative here in this practice to really ensure he's getting the most out of it? Yep. Yep, it's a sacrifice he's been at times unwilling to make as well. Yeah. It's the treatment though, I think. Yeah, which is exactly why I said I think Hinata's in the right place mentally, where he should be. I think he's doing it all so well so far. Yes, yes. Yep. That's what I hope Washijo's doing. Exactly what Takeda just said. Of course, Takeda's a genius. He's a good teacher and a good man, so he knows those things. But I hope the pettiness doesn't stop Washijo from feeling that way. How you feeling, man? This is frustrating. And your patience is probably wearing thin. Yeah, it's kind of why I didn't want him to phrase it like that. But like I said, I don't think he meant it that way. Also, I really like this. Someone sees his feelings. He's not completely alone in this. There you go. Yep, there's good and bad. Even that, huh? He's actually telling him not to quit. Yep, take it in a good light. Hinata's more emotionally intelligent than I am, in some ways, especially at this age. He's finding the wisdom within it. It makes me happy. It makes me happy that I feel like Washijo actually doesn't want him to quit. Because then that really does give more credit to my theory. Cool shots right there. I love that. And isn't it so fitting that the last question from Ushiwaka is just so blunt, so short, so sharp, yet with a very, I guess not initially clear meaning, but Hinata is able to find that right meaning, and those very short words is all he really needed to come out the other side a much better person, much better player. You know what I mean? He's getting a lot of wisdom from that. All right, wow, a really good episode. I like that one a lot. I'm feeling a little bit more confident in Washijo now. I think like it's not made it very clear yet, but I think there's a lot of implications here that he does want him to continue on, to persevere. He said you can walk away at any time. That means not to quit. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm reaching a little bit because I really want to see the best, but yeah, really good episode. I love the shots, the symbolism, there's so much like character buildup. I'm hoping this entire arc that he's a ball boy, however long this takes, I hope Hinata is able to kind of overcome a lot of things on a more emotional level, maybe tackle some of the insecurities that he's had this whole time about only being a one-trick pony or, you know, inadequate because of his height or whatever. I hope he's able to beat the things that Washijo could never beat when he was younger and then come out better as a result. This isn't so much necessarily about volleyball as it is about Hinata as a person himself. And I really like that. I really like that spin. You guys know me, I like the more character-driven stuff and the more emotional development, character development. I love that sort of stuff, more so than even the action. If it's all that this entire first half of the season, or however long this is, then that will be just as good to me as like into all of season 3 was, honestly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you next time.